Hi everyone, in this lecture I want to teach you how you're able to update the status of the project. First of all, please go to task and click on Gantt chart, and after you have Gantt chart, you can just go to view and click on table and click on tracking. Please, if you don't see here tracking, you can go to more tables and find tracking and click on tracking, because here we want to track the project. So if I scroll just a little bit, this is one of the way that you can update the status of our project, but as I told, there are other windows that you can, but I'm gonna just put it on tracking and use this one. So you see the Gantt here and the table here. I'm gonna for the moment just stretch this table so I forget about the Gantt view. And here what I see, I have the task, the actual start date of the project, each of these tasks, actual finish of each task, the percentage complete, the physical complete, which I don't need it, I just press hide complete, the baseline cost, as I told you, it is a snapshot from the project at one specific date, and then I have the work, I have the work hours, which is the multiplication of the duration with the unit, if you recall. Then we have the duration, which is the number of days that the task takes, for example, how long it takes, for example, for concrete, designing the concrete, and for performing the building path. Then we have the actual hours. Right now everything is 0, remaining work, and several parameters that I will explain later. But these parameters, which is budgeted cost of work schedule, budgeted cost of work performed, and actual cost of work performed, they are all 0. First thing first, it is important that you have to set the status date of your project. So imagine that right now we are at the end of September 2021 and we want to update the status of the project, or you can update this status every week depending on your project and complexity. But I'm gonna just imagine that I would like to put the status date to the end of September, and I press OK. Look at here. You see some numbers are populated here, and these are the numbers which is called budgeted cost of work schedule. So it says until September, end of September, I should have the cost for each of these tasks which are populated as, and as you see, they are completely equal to the values in the baseline. And if I just change another baseline depending on during the project, let's say I take another snapshot and I put it here, then the baseline will be populated on the BCWS. So if I update the statuses, the BCWS, what we expect to have done for the project in terms of cost is shown here, but it's not anything about the work that was performed or actual work that is performed. We will see these in detail. So there are several ways to update the status of the project. The first method is by just clicking and inserting the percentage complete column. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna just select this one and say I'm gonna just 100%. And if I press this one, so it says the stills per task, it was started on the 15th of April 2021, and then actual finish was completed on the expected date 100%. The cost, the number of work was 126 hours. What is the actual work that was completed? 126 hours. And what is the remaining is the difference between this one and this one, and it is 0. So the whole work is done, and then you don't need. So this is one of the tasks that I update. If I go to the Gantt view, I see that this task is updated. I'm gonna just check the view, change the view from months to weeks, so you can kind of stretch. Let me just see. I don't know why I just click here and I click on the, or let's click on the days, or put it on the entire project. At least you guys are able to see. So you see that the task is now completed 100%, and the values that are populated here correspond to the BCWS. You will see these values and what they mean in the end of the project, in the earned value analysis. But basically these values shows that the project is on the schedule and is on the budget, so no overrun or underrun of the project. But if that's one way you can do it manually. For each task you ask the person who is in charge or the resource who is in charge of each task and see, okay, if task is completed or not. So for example, for concrete design you may put 90%, and then you say, or you talk to the person in charge and he say, okay, I have worked, for example, 120 hours of work, but still I need to work another 120 hours. And as you see here, then the BCWS is equal to the baseline price. It doesn't change, but the BCWP is changed, and the actual work that you have done is not changed, because the actual work equals to the actual hours of work that you have done, and it is calculated, it's not equal, it is calculated based on this one. But since you change the remaining, the BCWPL P will change, and we will see the details, don't worry about it. That's one way that you can update the status of project. I'm gonna just press Ctrl Z so I don't see any of these changes. That's one of the way percent complete. Another way is like automatic update of this percent complete. And if I go to the project and I click on the update project, so I say the update work as complete through what date? The date here is the status date that I just did before, and I say, okay, right now automatically consider that everything went according to the plan and tell me how is the progress. And you see that everything is calculated 100%, and these tasks until end of September is completed 50%. But this is just an assumption that everything went according to the plan. The actual work for each of these tasks is done. You didn't need to work more or less for these tasks, and the remaining work is 0. And as you see, all these parameters remain the same, and it means that the project is on the schedule and on the budget. If I scroll back here, you see that the values that we see together here are equal to the baseline, so it means that the project is done according to the plan. But one thing that I want you to just put into your Gantt view, so it really helps you, go to the format and just click on the here. So here you come to the Gantt and click on the progress line, and you press display and press OK, and a red line appears here, and this red line shows the status date of the project, the end of September that we said. And as you see, there is no deviation from this. If there is any deviation, we will see an example, then it shows that the project is, for example, behind or ahead of a schedule. So if this line goes, let's say red circles that you see here, if they go to the left of this line, it means these schedules, these specific tasks is, for example, behind a schedule. So the way it works right now, we automatically assume that everything went according to plan. Software calculate and say, okay, by this date, these are the start date and finish date of each task, 100%, and by the end of September, these tasks, mechanical equipment, should have been finished by 50%, and you see the value here. So that's the update that is done automatically. I press Ctrl Z again, so you are able to go back to the previous step and seeing all 0. And I'm gonna just still we are changing the percent complete, and this is the method 1, so don't think that I'm changing the method. I'm still in the method 1, and we will see another method later. So that was one way. The other way, you can go to task and select all the tasks here that you see that are done, and then here you see that 100%. We are in the task tab in the schedule section. I just press shift and hold all the tasks that I want to update, and here I can say, okay, 100%, and if I press 100%, you see that these values automatically populate and I see everything. But sorry, I have to just put select until here, not whole, and you see that this, oh sorry, I'm holding the roof as well. So if I press everything here, and this 100% and this one 50%, then I can change this value. I put it 25%, 75%, because it may happen that one of your resources was doing good, and then instead of just doing 50% of the work, he did it 75% in the same duration, and then you are ahead of the schedule. So you can update it as well like this. So I'll just press Ctrl Z, that you kind of get back to the previous view that we were seeing. I'm gonna just hide this physical person complete. One other button that you can use here is just to select every task and click on move on track, and it seems that these tasks are on track. And again, the same here, if I press move on track, it contains, it assumes that these tasks are on the track according to the status test without any deviation. But pay attention, I did on purpose, I click on built up asphalt roofing and click on move on mark on track. But since the status state for built up asphalt is before the start of this task according to the plan, it just put it 0. So if I go here, you see that we are just here. I'm gonna just show you the progress line so you better understand what I meant. So by the progress line, if I move here, you see that this task is 0% because it hadn't started, and as according to the plan, so it didn't update anything. So that's one of the ways that you are able to update the status of one specific task during the project. Just remember the person complete that I put here, it assumed that, for example, if it is it assumed that it is 100% completed. Right now, if I want to say, okay, there was a deviation, for example, for this task, instead of 28th of May, it started, let's say, 31st of May, and I press OK, and then I scroll here, then there is some deviation from the plan. And if I press in entire project, then what you see here, you see that this is a little bit changed, and then I'm not able to, for example, to just say, okay, we are on the track, because the baseline is different for this task. So that's one of the ways. So the start date could for one task be different than what was according to the plan or the baseline. So I press Ctrl Z. I press Ctrl Z, so I go back exactly to the view that I was seeing in the beginning. And again, I'm gonna just go for the second method. The second method is by assigning the actual work and the remaining work. So the way it works, if I just go here, and for the actual work, I wanna just assign one of these values for the actual work. So here you see that I'm gonna just go to the project. The status state is already set. Make sure that the status state is the one that you want to update your status of your project. I have to assign the actual work that has been done. So let's say for the steel design, at this state, I talk to the person in charge and he say, yeah, I worked 126 hours, and you put it here, and the remaining will be the difference between the baseline and the actual work that you put. But if he says, no, I worked 140 hours, you enter it here, and then you see that the remaining is 0. The task is completed, but what will happen, the actual cost is increased. So if I press Ctrl Z, and also the difference is that if you put you increase the actual work here, for example, if you put 140 hours, then the finish date is changed. So it means that this task was extended, and we could see it in the Gantt as well if you want. So that's basically how it works. You start to put the number for the actual work and remaining work. If you say that you assume that everything is according to the plan, so for the actual work you put exactly the same value. So the next one is 134, the next one is 264, and as I continue to update, you see that the remaining work is changed as well, and you see these values. So this is another way to update your project. Basically, my point, the takeaway is that you have to talk to the person in charge of that task, ask them what is the status, if they think that, for example, the project is completed by 50%, or the task is completed by 50%, 100%, how many hours they allocated, and then you can put the values here, and then you update the status of the that specific task for that specific date, and you will be able to see how much remaining work. For example, it may happen that you thought one task take 20 days, as you see here, and worth of 176 hours of work, but during the project the resource tell you no, it takes more than that. I already have worked 176 hours, and another 176 hours remains. So and you see that the duration is automatically updated, and it is also updated in the schedule. So that's something that might happen, and then as you see, the percent complete of the work will be 50% automatically. So you either change the actual work and remaining work, or you change the percent complete and the duration. So these are the values that you can change in order to update the status of the project. As I told you, you can check the start date of the each task to make sure that is according to the plan, and you have to update it if the actual finish of the work is different than the plan. You have to enter it here to make sure that you capture all the details that you require. That's basically all the details that you need to know until here. In the next video, we're gonna talk about earned value analysis, which is really important in order to calculate some KPIs, some key performance indicators or indexes, in order to be able to evaluate the performance of the project during the course of project. Thanks for watching.